Okay, I'm going to talk to you about your final. It's due on the 10th this week because finals are all due this week. And so, in order to get everything done, I had to move it up from when you're used to having your stuff due. It's going to be on chapter 10, just on chapter 10. Don't open it though until you're ready because, like everything else, you only have one attempt. And I won't be accepting anything late. You only have that one attempt, so don't even ask for an option because I have to get grades done. And it's just, I can't get them done if you guys are turning stuff in late. Like, I have to have it on the 10th. Okay. So in the first one, it said, oops, this is not the right one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is the right thing. It seems like everyone is sick today. What do you think they should do? Listen to the problems each person is having, then choose the best remedy from the list. So you'll listen to each problem, and then it's going to be the same list of remedies, and you just go through and eliminate them. Choose the one that would make what would make most sense for each of these situations. Match each body part to the item most closely associated with it. So what of these things, what body part would you best associate with each of these things? And it's the same list throughout. Match each of the following body parts or common medicines to the correct definition or description. So here's body parts and medicines, and you just decide which of these is describing this medicine or body part. Then you want to label the body parts, so they're numbered in these pictures. So you just look body part 1 pointing to the mouth, so you say what the mouth is. And don't forget to include the definite article in your answer. So you want to say the mouth, not just mouth. Okay, here, complete Oscar's narration of the last time he felt ill. Fill in the blanks in each sentence with the logical word from the word bank. So you just fill in the blank with the words from this box. Here, Margela is living alone for the first time and needs some advice. Listen to each situation carefully, then choose the most logical command. So it's going to be an affirmative and a negative command. So you listen to what's going on and decide whether you should tell them to do that or to not do that. Then you want to make the formal command for the verb in parentheses and be careful they're alternating between ustedes and usted. So if it's ustedes, you make sure that you do the plural formal command form, and if it's usted, the singular formal command form. You also had subjunctive, so here we start with subjunctive. Complete the following sentence expressing emotions or feelings by choosing the appropriate verb. So make sure you've got verbs that are conjugated in the subjunctive and the present tense, and it looks like some the past tense as well. So in order to decide whether or not you need the subjunctive, you just need to make sure that it's one of those expressions that would take subjunctive, and we studied quite a few of them. So make sure you go back and look over your subjunctive notes before completing this. This is subjunctive again. So you pick the verb that would best complete the sentence, and then you're going to conjugate it into the subjunctive. Here we go. Do these sentences express doubt or denial? So you decide whether there's a whole page in your book. We just did doubt and denial. I just remember making that. So it's just been a week or two ago. I did a whole lesson on doubt and denial, and in that lesson you'll see a list of words that use the subjunctive. When there's doubt and denial, it uses subjunctive. When it's certainty, it's supposed to use the indicative mood. So you need to refer to that list to decide whether the verb in question should be in the subjunctive or it should be in the indicative mood. And then also you'll have to pay attention to who the subject is to know which spelling, because you've got 2 spellings of indicative and 2 spellings of subjunctive for each one, and you've got to pick the correct one. You and a friend are about to move into the student residence on campus. A third friend has sent you some rules to keep in mind while living in student housing. Complete each of them with the correct ustedes command form of the logical verb from the word bank. So you pick the verb, and then you conjugate it in the ustedes command form. Do you know which category each of this is? Vocabulary again, so you can decide. Papas fritas, are they a bebida alcohólica, proteína, grasa, comida chatarra? And so you just click which category each of these food items falls under. And el consultorio de la nutricionista, you have decided to consult with a nutritionist in order to improve your diet. So the following are her recommendations. Complete each sentence with a logical vocabulary word from the word bank. So you just read those and you take a word from there to complete it. Some of the following sentences require the use of the subjunctive while others do not. So that's the same thing again. You've got to go back through which words imply, what are our subjunctive rules, and which words imply subjunctive and which ones do not. And you're going to conjugate each of those verbs either in the subjunctive or in the regular present tense. And finally, complete each of the following sentences with a logical word from the word bank. So I don't think you have to do anything. You don't have to do any conjugation. It's just vocabulary again. You just pick the word and plug it in, the one that best would complete the sentence.